our headlines this evening, Agro-Processing Unit offers new products for Agriculture Open Day and events to be added to Inter-Primary program. The details are straight ahead. Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Friday, March 20th, 2015. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. As the 21st anniversary of the Ministry of Agriculture's Open Day is just about 2 weeks away, the staff at the Department of Agriculture is feverishly preparing for the event. One unit that is consolidating its stocks is the Agro-Processing Unit. The unit continues to produce goods made from local fruits and vegetables, which in turn adds value and extends the usefulness of these items out of season.
This year we'll have the same products as before, the jams, the jellies, the chips, the dry fruits, but we also have new products on stream. For example, one product in mind we have here, breadfruit chutney, a local breadfruit delicacy that could be used basically as a snack or a side dish for your food.
Dwight Brown, the manager of the agro-processing facility at Prospect, is happy to introduce the locally produced flour made from pumpkin, green banana, breadfruit, sweet potato, and cassava, which are healthy alternatives.
We do have a line of, not new in existing, but new from the agro-processing plant in Nevis. Basically, it's not more of a selling per se, it's a display to the general public, let him know that the agro-processing plant is capable of doing this flour from the local vegetable and tubers in Nevis, pushing a health factor that everybody is concerned about, gluten-free. Note that all of these flours are gluten-free. Gluten is basically found in wheat flour per se, barley and rice flour. Gluten is basically a protein composite that gives the dough, the wheat flour dough, elasticity and make its whole shape. I mean, gluten, a lot of people are tolerant. They're not tolerant to the gluten. So they cannot use gluten products at all. So that is why the need for these flour are also available. I mean, gluten goes into the colon, sits on the colon walls, and cause a host for parasites and bacteria to develop. So gluten, it's good in one way, but it is a lot of bad effects to gluten in the diet.
According to Brown, these products have a variety of uses. His team would have on display some of the final products and the samples would be available. The agro-processors would make available as well recipes using the products, especially the flour.
We promote healthy eating here and healthy products at the agro-processing plant. Healthy eating promotes long life. That is my personal belief. So basically, that is why we decided to run this line of local flour, gluten-free, of course.
The agro-processing manager is also delighted to introduce sorrel in a form that can be used all year round. Sorrel
is the next thing that the local publics love. Usually it's always in one season, seasonal per se. So we decided, why not make a product from sorrel that could be used year-round and be available year-round. This is dried sorrel, just like the Kool-Aid or the Tang mix, but as the user, you have two choices. You could use it as a cold beverage or you could have it as a tea. So basically this product, dried sorrel mix, 100% local sorrel, you add your desired flavors to it, but 100% dried sorrel.
The 21st Agriculture Open Day will take place on Thursday 26th and Friday 27th March at the Villa Grounds next to the Charlestown Secondary School. The Inter-Primary School Athletics Championship will feature a number of new events this year. That information was revealed by President of the Nevis Amateur Athletic Association, Lester Blackett, during a press conference held this week to update the public on plans for the 2015 edition of the competition.
One of the new things, developments, is the field events, the cricket ball and the standing long jump. And the field events We are expecting that all schools will participate, and that event will be held approximately 1 week before into primary. The scheduled date as of now is Tuesday, I think that's the 24th, and that will be held at the El Camino Willett Park. The time proposed is 1 p.m., so we want the general public to be aware. There will not be any charges for anybody coming to see that event, and we want the general public just to be aware of it and come up and see these new events on display.
The intention, according to Blackett, is to have these and other activities be part of the competition's program of events going forward.
We're hoping that next year, all of the additional field events will be introduced, such as high jump, such as javelin and shot put. Some persons might say javelin and shot put sound like, the older events in terms of high school, but the implements would be different and would be more child-friendly. There would not be metal. There would be a type of plastic type of event. So we're hoping that those will be introduced in 2016. For the information of the public, the points for the field events would not be added to the points for the track events, mainly because it's an introductory year, and we are not doing it in terms of all the various classes. So we have an open event, and each school is asked to have 3 boys and 3 girls in each of the events. More information on that will be forthcoming in terms of press releases and on the website. That's www.nevispsc.com, and also on the Nevis Amateur Athletic Association Facebook page, which is Nevis Athletics.
Meantime, Wednesday, April 1st will be the second day of the Inter-Primary School Athletic Championships. The competition is jointly sponsored by Gulf Insurance, the Department of Education, the Department of Youth and Sports, and the Nevis Amateur Athletic Association. The NIA's Ministry of Tourism is encouraging students who are pursuing or intend to pursue studies in tourism-related fields to apply for the Caribbean Tourism Organization CTO Scholarship and study grants. The CTO Scholarship Foundation provides opportunities for Caribbean nationals to pursue studies in the areas of tourism, hospitality, and language training. The foundation selects individuals who demonstrate high levels of achievement and leadership, both within and outside the classroom, and who express a strong interest in making a positive contribution to Caribbean tourism. For further information and guidance, interested persons can visit the CTO's website, www.onecaribbean.org, or contact the Ministry of Tourism.
Now, the scholarships that are being offered are up to $12,000 US to individuals wanting to study tourism or hospitality at the master's or postgraduate level. There are also study grants up to US $2,500 to individuals pursuing tourism and hospitality studies at certificate, diploma, associate degree, or first degree level. And for those who have interest in pursuing studies in research and statistics, there is a scholarship that is being offered, and it's in the name of the late Mr. Orly Sobers, and he was Director of Research and Information Management at the CTO. And so that scholarship is available to those who want to advance their skills in research and statistics. There is also the Audrey Palmer Scholarship that is available.
Studies can be pursued both within and outside the region. Interested persons must fill out the forms, which are available on the CTO's website, supply all of the necessary information, and return them directly to the Caribbean Tourism Organization's headquarters in St. Michael, Barbados. Telephone 246-427-5242 or fax 246-429-3065. The application deadline is April 15th, 2015. Taxes are the lifeblood of a nation. Feel good about what your tax dollars do in Nevis. As a responsible citizen, your tax dollars support caring for the elderly. Pay your taxes on time. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis. Be a responsible citizen. Welcome back.
I do not see myself as such. I think I'm more of a a writer who shares in the form of maybe social commentary or even rap and that kind of stuff. But the general public do view a lot of my stuff as poetry because it is rhymed as such. But I write and I share current stuff, whatever I see on a daily basis, whatever happens around us, and even life and nature. I share that kind of stuff, and if they see it as poetry, so be it. Thanks to them.
That was Earl Panko Morton giving some insight into his style of writing. Morton is the Nevis Public Library Services featured poet for tomorrow's observance of World Poetry Day. The 2015 observance is meant to encourage a return to the oral tradition of poetry recital, to promote the teaching of poetry, to restore a dialogue between poetry and the other arts.
I always did write. I was always fond of writing. I remember even in my school days, I remember taking an interest in literature, and I was also good at English. I remember one teacher, Mr. Charles Bussell, took particular interest in my work, and he used to take my work to the higher classes and share it. He would read my stuff to them. And then from there, I guess, letter writings, I was always writing to cousins and my girlfriend, trying to impress with letters. And so I had a way with words, so to speak.
According to Morton, writing begets a hunger to write more. In the televised interview, which will air this evening, he spoke of other avenues he has used to share his work.
There was one place, right somewhere close here, the Elements by the park, where we used to go to on the last Saturday of every month, where writers would come and share their stuff, and it was quite good because it was kind of family kind of oriented. And then we would share. Sometimes we would do what we call freestyle poetry. I would make a rhyme, somebody would rhyme back, throwing back and forth. And so, that helps to kind of break your stage fear. And then there's NEPAC, where we go to the Sunday after. So we have the last Saturday of the month and then the last Sunday of the month at NEPAC, Sunday afternoon from 5 to 7, where this gentleman, Clayton Huggins, he organizes that. And but the difference is, though, at NEPAC, it's more a place where writers come to share. And then, of course, once a year, at Cultural Amateur and Poetry in the Square. That's a big development here in Nevis.
Yes. He also shared ways he thinks his students can develop the art and the skill of poetry writing.
I would like to see, especially in the schools, for the teachers to bring it to the fore, bring it to the children, because it would help them to develop their skills in writing and expressing, and they can use it when they're having the debates and such. It will help to empower them in that area, to overcome their fears. So in that particular area, foremost. And then, of course, for social events and stuff, take it into the art center, NEPAC, wherever. More, do it more. And let them know that poetry is an expression of anything. Whatever you feel, whatever you see, whatever you hear. For me, that is my thought of what poetry is.
As the Nevis Public Library joins tomorrow's observance of World Poetry Day, it will also open an exhibition featuring the works of local poets Chesley Manners, Frank Clark, Mirthlin Moore Parry, Esther Brooks, and Avanis Daniel. That's it for this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. Good night.